Hi guys, welcome Peter. How are you?
I'm great, thanks Alex.
I'm very happy to have Peter, one of our latest member, and he has a really incredible product called the Pyramid of Chi. He's going to tell us all about it, but before that, Peter, I like always to ask, what is your relation with Bali? How did you come to stay in Bali?
Well, we can only say that was divine guidance. We were living in America, we're having a ball over there, travelling around. We had to go back to Australia for my wife to have an operation on her eyes.
That's where you're from, Australia?
Yeah, back to Perth, and we ended up having the operation, and it didn't go very well. Complications. Came up to Bali, and while I was here, we did a meditation one day. Got told to build 2 pyramids.
In a meditation, you channeled a message.
Yeah, we did.
That's what happened in Ubud. Don't come to Ubud if you're not ready for some life-changing messages like this one. So, okay, so 2 pyramids.
Yeah, it was quite amazing. We got told to build 2 pyramids, and I thought, hang on, I'm retired. What's this building pyramids idea?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're quite spiritual people. We listened to what Spirit had said to us. We said, okay, let's get on with it. And that was 4 years ago.
And you started building. You just got a piece of land and...
It took about a year to get it all sorted, get money raised, find the land. And then 3 years into the building, and we finally completed. So it's a 4-year project.
I don't know if you remember me, but I actually met you, and I mentioned that to you, in the rice fields, where I know you were every day walking your dogs to downtown.
Right, yeah.
And I was with my son, who was like really in my arm at the time. It was about 4 years ago.
Wow.
And I met him, and he said, yeah, I'm building a pyramid. I said, yeah, sure. What is this guy smoking? Because that sounds like really something great. And, you know, he's done it.
Yeah,
he's done it. I mean, Pyramid of Cheese is up and running.
Yeah, lots of challenges, Alex. Truckloads of challenges. And, of course, as everybody in Bali knows, building in this country doesn't come easy.
Yeah.
It's, whether it's the weather, whether it's the bureaucracy or whatever it might be, there's always sort of reasons for delays. And, you know, we have that rubber time. When we first started, we put a big banner at the front of our place, opening in 2014. You know, at the end of
you just change one number every year.
15, we put a sticker over it, blame it on Bali time. And then 16, still blaming it on Bali time, but we opened in 16 with the cafe, and then 17 with the pyramids, and we're now fully operational.
But you know, what are those pyramids?
Well, you know.
And why did you need 2? All right, 2 questions, one after the other.
Why not have 2? Look, the bottom line is we did a bit of a channeling, and we got told to build 2 pyramids. I'm not going to argue with the
Almighty.
Yeah. So we built 2 pyramids. The whole purpose of them was never designed as a business concept. It was designed for sound healing. And since we've had the pyramids officially open now, every day we get not 1 or 2, but maybe 5 or 6 people coming out of the pyramids through the different sessions, and they're visually affected, they're mentally affected, and they're often there's not very emotionally affected.
So how does it work? So you have these pyramids. What's in? You've got beds inside, or how does it work?
Yeah, we have these beautiful big mattresses in there, big enough to. You know,
so you lay down. So you lay down.
You lay down. We play these massive big gongs, like symphonic gongs, drums, didgeridoos, gongs, various sorts of bowls and such. And the whole idea is to help people to relax through sound. So they go into a beautifully relaxed state. It's inside the pyramid. The pyramid actually creates a very special energy, because pyramids have been known for their energy for years and years and years. So when they're laying down there, these sounds are bouncing off the walls onto people's bodies. People have got what we call 7 chakra centers. Vibrations work up through the chakras, and they go to work. And if there's something wrong with someone, then wow, the results were quite effective.
What's something that is really striking with you is, and I've heard a few people tell you that you don't look and you don't sound like the owner of a hippie sound healing central station, and that's what it is. And it's so do you use it yourself? Do you?
Oh, all the time. Look, I was doing an introduction an hour ago for a group that's in there right now, and telling people I'm spiritual, and there's 16, 17 people in front of me, And they're looking at me, and okay, I got the spiritual
Yeah,
shirt
yeah.
on, you know, but I freely admit that you know, the way I dress,
You
talk,
like
and
a
act,
few tattoos and
well, I don't have the colourful look
yeah.
that many of the Ubudians might be showing.
Good on you. I mean, I think it's really interesting to see actually that you really have a practical and down-to-earth really approach to it. And is it, so back to the sound healing, is it the shape of the pyramid itself, or that is so special? If it was round, it wouldn't work the same?
Oh, might do, but look, we were told to build 2 pyramids. Who are we to argue?
Yeah.
The acoustics inside these pyramids, and you really need to come and see them and be inside them. The acoustics are quite incredible. We had a singer in there the other day, quite a really well-known singer, and he said, "Do you mind if I sing a bit of a bar or two?" I said, "Go for it." And he broke into Ave Maria.
Oh my God.
Everybody there's got goosies. They're like, "Oh my God," because the sounds are bouncing off the wall. They're like a concert hall. So when you add that together with the gongs and the drums and the other instruments we're playing there, these vibrations are not what you hear, it's what comes down over your body, and it has the most incredible effects. You know, we use ultrasound in hospitals.
Yeah.
We're now you know, putting sound and vibrations frequencies over the whole body for people. And after an hour of that, and they walk out, many of them are really sort of staggering because they're sort of, what was that? You know, anybody get the name of that truck? You know, because they're that super relaxed.
So Peter, tell us about, I read reviews that people seem to be really affected by the sound healing. I mean, it seems to be quite effective. And tell us about what's happening and when people are coming to your place.
Well, what happens is we give them an introduction in our induction room, and we explain what can happen when you do undergo sound healing. Because some people have some interesting reactions, and it's better they're pre-warned before they go in there, because these vibrations are working up through their energy centers, and some people can feel nauseous, other people can start crying, who knows what.
Because no one has ever experienced anything like that. We're not used to that.
It's so new, and it's important that they're aware, and everybody that listens to the introduction we give, they always come out and they say, "Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with us." And it's been part of what we try and do there, and it works. It really does work. Now, when people actually go into the pyramids and they're lying down on these beautiful big 2-meter mattresses, we're playing these beautiful instruments, the sounds are bouncing off the walls, down onto their bodies, it's working through their energy centers, their chakra centers, and having results. Now, some people might just go to sleep. Other people have sound healing. Some people might go astral planing.
But can you get the sound healing if you sleep?
Sure.
It's still working, right?
Yeah, because it's working through your chakra centers. It's working through your energy centers.
So you don't have to fight. If you want to sleep, you just let go and...
What we say to everybody when they're in there is go with it. Just go with the flow. If you feel a bit funny, and some people will cry. A lot of people have been crying because they're having what we term a big emotional release.
Yeah.
A lot of people carry emotions within.
Yeah.
And we've had the most amazing results from that. And so when it goes to work, the sounds go to work on the heart. They have what we call an emotional release. And then what happens invariably is they start crying. But that's beautiful. We just say, look, if that does happen to you, let it flow, because at the end of it, you'll feel such a massive weight off your shoulders, and you've lost a sense of trauma or grief or whatever you might have been hanging on to. And as I say, almost every day we're seeing people with emotional releases, we're seeing mental releases. Well, actually, this is every day now. We're sometimes seeing, 30% people that are in there happening.
And this is absolutely universal. This is for everybody. Everybody should go through it, right?
We had a very big guy that was in there last week, big German guy. He didn't want to be there. He was there because his wife said he had to be. He was giving me the look, like through the eyebrows, like I don't want to be here. All the negative energies.
Yeah.
Went down there. After it, he came up and he came over to me, and I'm thinking, "Whoa, this is a big guy. What's wrong?" And he came up to me. His hands were shaking. He put his hands on my shoulder. Tears rolling down his face. He had the most amazing release. And I said, what happened? What happened? He said, I was lying down in your pyramid. And he said, and your mattress is very comfortable. And okay. But what was happening? And he said, my son came and laid down alongside of me. He said, my son died in a car accident last year. Unbelievable. You know, what can you do except feeling totally emotional yourself?
Receive it,
And then, you know, he said, I did not believe. He said, now I believe. Now, when something like that happens from someone who is a total skeptic to start with, didn't want to be there, makes you feel good.
So, Peter, I saw you for the first time in a group with the community, and you fit right in immediately. You know, it felt like, you knew everybody. So obviously you've got some experience collaborating with people. That comes naturally to you, right? So
yeah, like I've been involved with communities, with networking in business. I'm a great believer in the numbers game. I'm a great believer in building relationships up with other people in businesses that are associated with yours. There's no doubt in my mind that if you can build a relationship up with somebody through them liking and trusting you and vice versa, then your business is going to bloom. You're going to help them, they're going to help you.
I believe that.
And that's all about networking. And it doesn't help just by sort of talking it. You've got to act it, you've got to live it, you've got to be there, you've got to attend the functions. Maybe you take on certain roles. Certainly I've found over the many, many years that I've been involved in business that it never fails when you get in with a group. Next thing you know, they're friends, and all of a sudden, you know, they're supporting you in ways you'd never ever conceived before. And you also have the same opportunity to return to them, you know, different ways of helping them. And that's a feel-good thing. There's nothing like giving to feel good. And when you're in a group and you're able to give and help somebody, you can't go wrong.
That's a great message. Is there any something specific you'd like to say to the members that'll be probably trying to discover you through that video? Any message of what you're happy to bring to them? Of course, they should come and experience for themselves the pyramid. That's absolutely a must, and then probably refer it to their customers. But is there anything specific you'd like to mention?
I'd just like to throw the invitation open to any of our members to come along. Just make yourself known to me. Have a session. It's on me. There's no charge. Experience it for yourself. Once you've experienced it, you'll want to share it with other people. You want to tell other people. I know that. I feel that more than any other business I've ever had in my life, and I've had a few. This one to me is the best I've ever been involved in, because it's about giving. It's about receiving the most wonderful opportunities to heal, to feel good. So yeah, if you're in the hospitality industry or the yoga industry, or anything where people are looking to do something a little bit special, a bit different, you know, maybe a bit different from going up to Kintamani or, you know, rafting or whatever, and they want something a bit special, then come along. You know, we've got a great restaurant, we've got great landscape grounds, and experience it. If I can get your support from that, then yeah, you certainly got my support.
Wow. I actually have eaten there, and it's true, and particularly the desserts are pretty much some of the best you can find in Ubud. So I really recommend that. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you.
We look forward to welcoming everybody and experiencing together the sound healing. It will be also amazing to experience it together as a community. I'm really excited to see the outcome of all that. Thank you, and see you soon.
Thanks, Alex, and we'll see you all hopefully at the Pyramids of Chi